Hi everyone, thank you for coming up today. To my old subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And to my new viewers and those that have not subscribed, please do click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. A Texas mom tossed her dead 2-year-old child into the lake, then dressed a life-sized doll to look like her daughter. Wow. There was a 911 call from a Texas mom that her 2-year-old daughter had gone missing. From the clip, you can also see a copy of the pictures she posted saying that her daughter is missing. In a park launched a massive search and rescue operation involving at least 163 people, including police and first responders. The mom, who is known as Kristen Tiandra, had recently returned to College Station after a trip to Houston to visit her boyfriend. Friends afterwards reported believing they glimpsed the child with Kristen, and surveillance video also showed from a Walmart that the mom was pushing what appeared to be her daughter in a stroller. That was a footage from the Walmart store. But there was an urgent search for the little daughter, whose name is called Hazana Anderson, which now prompted by her mother's call on October 2018 on the 28th. And this took a dark turn after the College Station police officers discovered a life-sized doll dressed in clothing identical to what the mom said her child was wearing in a trash can across the street from where Kristen had parked. This is terrible. Also, investigators unraveled the woman's claims. They learned that her daughter, Hazana, had died days earlier, and the mother and her boyfriend had dumped the body of this little girl in a lake. According to the Galveston County District Attorney's Office, also a coroner could not determine the cause of the child's death. But on Monday, Kristen was sentenced to 20 years in prison after being convicted of tampering with a human corpse. And the boyfriend, who is known as Kenny, received the same sentence in November 2019 after pleading guilty to an identical charge. So which means she and her boyfriend are now facing charges. Also, a news was released from the district attorney's office describing the investigation. After finding this doll, the police learned that Kristen, that's the mother of the child, created and carried around the doll following her return from Houston, pretending it was her baby. Meanwhile, this mom had already thrown her baby into the lake. Wow, what a mother can do. She later confessed that her child had died at the Downtowner Inn hotel room where she and her boyfriend had stayed while in Houston, after the baby suffered abuse from her boyfriend and Kristen herself. A probable cause affidavit said that on October 19, 2018, her boyfriend left the hotel with the child to get food, returning after 30 minutes with the toddler crying. The boyfriend then began beating the child with a belt. What a terrible act to treat a child. Wow. However, according to that affidavit, Kristen, that's the mother, also did the same. But when he claimed she wasn't hitting the child hard enough, the boyfriend resumed beating the child himself. The mother beating her child and letting the boyfriend beat the child. And even when the boyfriend said the mother wasn't beating the child hard enough, he now had to go on beating the child. Wow. Kristen also told the police that she noticed her daughter slipped in and out of consciousness, to which she and her boyfriend responded by placing Hosanna in a bathtub, hoping to revive her. While lifting her from the tub, Kristen, her mother, said she noticed the child had allegedly been sexually abused. Wow. With the little girl called to the touch, Kristen, that's mom, told the police that she and her boyfriend used a hairdryer in an effort to warm her up, but the hairdryer burned her skin. Oh, Hosanna died that night, Kristen said, according to the confessions from Kristen, that's the mother of the child. This is so gruesome to a little child of just 2 years old. The mother hid the body inside a plastic bag in the back seat of her car for 3 days before she and her boyfriend on the 23rd of October now wrapped the bag with a rope. Wow. And then affixed a heavy rock to it. They attached the heavy rock to the body of this little girl. Kristen later led authorities to her daughter's remains, which were recovered by a dive team in Moses Lake and identified on the scene. However, a medical examiner testified at Kristen's trial. This also showed that the injuries that caused Hosanna's bruising would not have been enough to cause her death, but she was otherwise unable to determine a cause that might have led to homicide charges. And as such, because it's so complicated to determine exactly what led to the baby's death, the jurors deliberated for about 20 minutes before finding Kristen guilty on Friday. They then spent 40 minutes deliberating on Monday before recommending the maximum punishment of 20 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. As such, Kristen will be eligible for parole after serving at least 5 years. Friends, is it not too much? Is this not so gruesome and horrible? A little child, a mother, you suffered, gave birth to this child. You watched this child being beaten by your boyfriend. Not just that, she was even sexually abused by your boyfriend. And you were okay, comfortable with that. You kept on beating your child and allowed your boyfriend to continue. This is it's difficult to even imagine this kind of a thing happening to a baby of 2 years old. I don't really know what usually leads to this kind of terrible acts on kids, babies. Oh, may the soul of this little girl rest in perfect peace with the Lord. It's so heartbreaking. Even talking about this, it's really hurting me deep down because she's just a little baby. She doesn't deserve this at all. Please, parents, everybody should watch out. Be mindful of whom you allow around you or allow around your kids. Because you can never tell the heart of a man. The Bible always says the heart of a man is desperately wicked. You can never tell what is in the heart of a man. Please, let's all be very careful. The man in the Bible, it means both women and men. You can never tell what's in anybody's heart. Mothers, fathers, please be watchful of who comes around your kids. And it's so painful. Guys, thank you for coming up today. Thank you for watching. Please, for those of us that have not subscribed, please do click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you and God bless you all.